Hey, what is going on, everybody? My name is Eric, and today I am bringing you guys the best settings for hardpoint trickshotting in BO4. Now, most of the videos you guys have probably already seen for trickshotting in private match on Black Ops 4 have been for, search and control, but I found out that hardpoint is actually also very, very good to trickshot on. It's like the same with search and control, where it only works on, some maps, but it makes maps like jungle and firing range viable to trickshot on, whereas when you're trying to trickshot on those maps in search or control, the objectives are in some like weird places, and you don't really get the trickshot off of the top place in firing range or the cliff in jungle. So hardpoint keeps all the bots right in the middle of the map, perfect for trickshotting off of jungle and firing range, off the cliff and the tower. Now, we're just going to go hop right into the settings. I've already got all the bots set up on my team. In control, I've seen some tutorials where they'll say, keep them on the enemy team or whatever. But for hardpoint, you don't have to worry about that. You'll also always get kill cam. Yeah. So once you already have your map and hardpoint and whatever, we're going to go into the rules, and we're going to run through all the rules, all the settings that you should probably put on. A little, some of the specialists you can change, but we'll get to that. For the win conditions, you definitely want this on unlimited, and the score limit on unlimited. This is so the game never ends, and you get to decide when to end the game, and it shows your kill cam and everything. So we're going to go on to an advanced. This is also extremely important. You want the lifetime on unlimited. This means that first hardpoint will never change, and all the bots will stay at that middle hardpoint. And yeah, so nothing else you should change here. Onto spawn. Now, I don't know if it's like this on console, but on PC it is a bitch to spawn in after killing yourself to get more ammo, just with controller and keyboard compatibility issues. So I always leave this on disabled, but if you are like going for suicides or whatever and you're going to run Seraphs, tack insert, then you obviously want that on enabled. And I don't know if it's the same on console. I don't know if it's a pain in the ass to try and spawn in after killing yourselves with a controller, just spamming X or whatever. But on PC it's a bitch, so I always leave this disabled. It just puts me in the regular spawns of the game, but it's not that big of a deal, so I just always leave this on disabled. Now onto gameplay. Also, there's really not much you can change here. Obviously, constant minimap won't do anything because they're on they're on your team. They're not on the other team, so they'll always be on your minimap. But nothing else you should really change here. Now onto specialist. This is where you can change some of the settings and choose what specialist you want to run. But because I like to have the cooldowns on instant and enabled on ready to respawn, so you can just constantly spam those gadgets. So you can insta swap, you can grapple all over the place with the ruin and stuff like that. Just in case you mess up with your insta swaps and you accidentally fire like nomads, with this slingshot or whatever, the mesh mines, or you accidentally put down Torque's barbed wire. You can just obviously just keep doing it and not have to worry about it. So I just always keep this on instant and enabled. So these are the settings with cooldowns, but if you're not worrying about that, then you can change some of the roster. Now, just across the board, I would just take off Ajax, Crash, Firebreak, Prophet, Recon, and Torque. I always take off because I'd rather just instant swap with Nomad, because some of the bots with Torque, who run Torque, they just sit there and spam the ultimates over and over again. So you'll always hear the game announcer saying shield deployed or whatever like that, and they just constantly spam it. It's really obnoxious, really annoying. So I just insta swap in private match with Nomad. They're the exact same, so it really doesn't matter. But I always leave battery, so they never spam anything, you never hear anything. It's great. Ruin, just so you can grapple all over the place. Seraph, they only put down the tack inserts once and then they never do it again, so you don't have to worry about that. So I always just leave Seraph and Ruin on. You can choose whether or not to run Nomad or not. If you're not worrying about insta swapping and you just want to run Ruin, then you can just turn Nomad off, and you never have to worry about the Nomads sitting there and just spam their mesh mines. which is great. But if you are going to insta swap, it's definitely better to have nomads than torcs, because the nomads will sit there and spam their mesh mines, but it's definitely not as bad as torcs sitting there and spamming their the shield ultimates. So this is the roster I usually keep on. Now on to draft time. Obviously you want that on 15 seconds because no one wants to sit there for half a minute just doing nothing, waiting for the game to spawn. The health, you obviously want this on the minimum possible. You want it on 30, you want it minuscule, just because, you know, you never want hit markers. Friendly fire, definitely want that enabled, otherwise you're never going to hit any bots and it won't matter. So definitely want that enabled. And create a class. On PC it's bugged. I don't know if it's bugged on console or not, but on PC you can't actually have more than 10 selections on a class. So this doesn't matter on PC, but on console, you know, if you want all the 17 and, you know, it actually works, you definitely want 17. So yeah, those are all the settings. Now I already put all the bots on my team just for convenience's sake, because it just takes kind of, you know, a little bit of time. So once you know, add all the bots and put them on your team, you can go into the settings and just put them on recruit, so they're not, you know, they're just, you know, complete, you know, trash cans, and they just sit there on the objective doing nothing. So once you got all that set up, you can just go hop into the game, and we're just going to hop in here, try and, you know, I'll just show you a few example trick shots and whatever, and, you know, just the spot that they go to. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the video. Once you know, have your class, pick your operator, and just wait, you know, like, I don't know, 30, 45 seconds for all the bots to finally get on the middle objective. You know, that's it. You just sit there and trick shot off the cliff for as long as you want. Now, nomads will spam their mesh mines and sometimes kill bots, and some of the bots will get kill streaks and whatever, and, you know, call in like hellstorms and lightning strikes, and those will sometimes get, you know, 10 mans or whatever. See, they're in the kill feed right there. The mesh mines already killed 2 people. The nomads just sit there off spawn and spam their mesh mines. But you don't have to worry about that. You will always get kill cam. It will always be your best kill. So, you know, if you mess up on a trick shot and get a triple collat, and then, you know, hit another one and hit you know, a single, then you might not get the last one. You might not get the ladder trick shot, but it will always be your kill cam. So as you see, all the bots are pretty much there. You got, you know, one back there. I don't know what he's doing, but we'll just kill him. There's a nomad back there just spamming his thing, but whatever. You know, the majority of the bots are on in mid, so you could just easily go for trick shots, and it's really easy. Now, nomads are here. That you can see he's just spamming his mesh mines right there, and sometimes the bots will walk in the way and get killed or whatever, but it's not a big deal, and you can just, you know, constantly keep trick shotting and not having to worry about you know, if you're gonna get kill cam or not. But it's really easy. You just sit there and trick shot, and you can just end it whenever you want. The bots are really great. You can just, you know, they don't kill you. They're not gonna do anything. You know, they might get the occasional you know, Hellstorm or Lightning Strike or whatever that lands on you, but you know, it's not that big a deal. You just run back to the cliff, and you can just, you know, spam your Ruin gadget or whatever, just run around if you're Nomad or something. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all that shit. Follow me on Twitter, follow me on Twitch. I stream, you know, pretty much every day, or at least I try to stream, you know, games, either COD games or, you know, my main game is Rainbow Six Siege. So if you want to watch, you know, diamond level gameplay, you can just follow me on that. Also, I'll just leave a couple example shots at the end, so you guys can see a couple shots if you want to go for anything. And yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out.
Take it easy, take it slow. We ended up just like before. So take it easy.